Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. And today I'll be reading Cat 6 Reader, a fandom star united on Tumblr. So let's get into it. They say that your relationship with Katsuki started by being drawn to another's power. When the two of you got into a is a major understatement. In fact, his raw explosive power and your talent drew the two of you closer as they were honed and perfected over time. Okay, between the two of you, you had usually admitted a stalemate. Or one of you were using your quirk and passing out from exhaustion. Most of the time it was you. Okay, that was a lie. It was always you. Your quirk, elemental, was powerful. Everyone knew that and they still do. Specifically if you use more than one element at a time. The thing about it though, is if you do use more than one element at a time, your energy gets drained quickly. And just like that, once the energy is used, it slowly comes back over time. You would constantly push yourself harder to go beyond your limits, even though it would affect you negatively. And right now is no different. Your grunt is enlarged around you and Katsuki are fighting, lands ahead on you. You land on the ground, falling to a stop. Why on? You hear Katsuki out before you hear an explosion go off not too far away from you. Then you slowly sit up from your spot, crying in pain. Kat was definitely gonna hurt in the morning. You think to yourself with a wince. Die, you bastard! You hear Katsuki out to the villain, causing you to look up and seeing that the explosion that you had just fired threw the villain back. The two of you have been fighting this villain for what seemed like hours, but in reality, it's only been about 20 minutes. Your day had started like any other. Waking up, getting ready to go to work, getting to the agency, and then going out on patrol with Katsuki. Your patrol had been quiet the whole morning, and you and Katsuki had assumed that nothing would happen, just going on with your day, greeting any fans that come up to the two of you, asking for an autograph or picture. That was until the villain came out of nowhere, causing chaos among the civilians in the area. As you get back up to your feet, you can feel that you're almost out of energy. You've been using your quirk too much in this fight, and you've almost reached your limit. You go up nervously, not knowing what to do. If you don't take down this villain soon, well, you don't really want to think about that right now. Not wanting to take chances. You decide on doing something stupid and reckless. Without any hesitation, you activate your quirk, deciding on using your water and fire for the silent attack. Your eyes glowing a combination of red and blue, signaling that you're using two elements. Lion, what are you doing? You hear him exclaim as your attack rips up, a combination of fire and water forming around your hands. You ignore him. Your attention focused on the blow still getting up from the last attack, but Katsuki had landed on him. I'm ending this. You growl out, getting ready to attack, hoping that this works, as you feel the last of your energy draining from you. Either you hit the ball and succeed in finally taking him down, or miss, and you're shut out of luck. Your vision begins to go white as soon as you attack the villain, and you know that after this, you'd fall unconscious. God, I hope this works. You think desperately as your vision finally goes back, and you fall to the ground unconscious, not having any more energy to fight. The gentle hum machinery and steady beat of the heart monitor wakes you up. You slowly open your eyes, looking around the room, and you hear someone shift beside you. You turn your head and see Katsuki in a chair that's beside your bed. Katsuki? He lets out a grunt in response to your question. Did we get him? You ask him, referring to the villain the two of you had been fighting before you went unconscious. Yeah, the villain's in custody. He confirms. Another win. He sighed with a smile as he relaxed into the pillow. All in a day's work for a pro hero. A win? He repeats icily. You call that a win? Opening one eye, you see your boyfriend of 5 years, grabbing the arms of the chair that he's currently sitting in, smoke coming out of his hands. What crawled up his ass and died? You have this duty until you stop pushing your limits. Your mouth hangs open in shock at his words. Desk duty? He spread out in surprise. How am I supposed to show you then that I can stop pushing my limits if I'm stuck behind a desk? By following directions. This isn't a game, Leon. He shouts at you. This isn't high school where the sparring match can stop and you can go to recovery girl. I'm good at what I do. You of all people should know that. You retort back at him as the heart monitor on the other side starts beeping rapidly, matching the pace of her pounding heart. You're reckless. To get the job done. And one day you're going to die because of it, Leon. His words took up the walls of the hospital room as they glared at one another. And after a minute or two, he gets up from the chair, running his hands through his blonde hair, before he speaks again. Sometimes, the best one is being able to go home, alive. His voice is broken, much quieter, as he says this. And your glare listens. I always make it home alive, Katsuki. Yeah, that's because it gets you in time to pull you away from the danger. His voice cracked slightly. Was he crying? The cocky, hot-headed Katsuki was crying? What do you think is going to happen if I don't make it to you on time one day? Leon, did you ever think about that? He goes on when you don't answer his question. If I don't get to you in time, I get to bring your body back, and then go to our home, and be surrounded by your stuff reminding me that I was not able to save you, that I failed you, and have known him for almost 8 years, and have been dating him for 5. You know for a fact you wouldn't be able to stand it. He was the reason that you died. Even if it was really your fault for pushing yourself too far. He loves you that much that he'd be so mad at himself he didn't make it because he couldn't get to you in time. I didn't think about that. No, he didn't. So you get this duty. You're not understanding, accepting your punishment. I'm sorry, Tsuki. Don't be sorry. Just come home alive. Alright? But there's one thing that you'll never know about this whole situation, and that is how he was almost denied to get you. That was his worst nightmare. Almost becoming reality. That even though you went all out, it was not enough. He'll never know the frenzy that took over his body. As he rushed to get to you. Or the reprimand that they faced from the higher-ups for putting your life ahead of the civilians that were in the area. But he would do it again. Even if he never wanted to have to. He would give up everything for you. Just so you can come back home, safe and alive.